A mother who was paralysed after falling from a roof terrace on holiday says she's been helped through the ordeal by a very unusual saviour, a magpie chick that had fallen from its nest. When Sam Bloom's young sons took in the bird, it brought joy back to their home. Now her husband Cameron, who's a photographer, has made a book about their experience. Let's take a look at some video from the family's life with Penguin the magpie. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Well, joining us now from their home in Sydney in Australia, Sam and Cameron Bloom. Thank you both very much for joining us. Just stunning, stunning images, and incredible that that's a magpie that obviously you took into your home and ended up being like that. We'll talk about Penguin in a moment, but first, Sam, tell us what happened to you, because you fell from a roof on a holiday, suffered absolutely horrific injuries, and in that instant your life changed completely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were just, as you know, holidaying in Thailand, and I just went on the railing, which gave way, and I fell about 6 meters. Broke my back, stage of a head injury. So yeah, my whole life for me got totally taken away. The real me, for me, the real me died in Thailand. So I wasn't terribly happy.
No, and when you, I mean, obviously, you know, it was a devastating accident. You did survive it. When you realised that you'd survived it, but your life was going to be changed, and as you say, the real me, real you had been taken away. How did you cope? How did you feel?
Geez, I mean, to be honest, I actually wish I'd died, which is a horrible thing to say. I mean, spinal injury is just almost like soul destroying, because you're just not yourself. I just wanted to be me again.
And Cameron, you saw your wife in that state, the terror of what had happened, and then realising that, yes, she'd survived, which was obviously what everybody was hoping for, but seeing how she was then going to be having to come to terms with that, and everybody around her having to come to terms with that. How were you all coping?
Well, it certainly took a long time before Sam came out of, I guess, a deep depression, which he fell into. She was in hospital for like 6 months, so it was, like Sam said, soul destroying. Her whole life revolved around exercise and living a really healthy lifestyle, and to be stuck in bed for, I guess, 5 months or 4 months at least.
No, yeah.
It was a pretty awful time for not only Sam but for me and the boys.
And then a little bird came into your lives and transformed it. Is it fair to say that little bird transformed your lives?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
In a big way.
Yeah. She brought us
Instantly.
So tell us then what happened. How did you find Penguin?
Oh, we went to my mum's for lunch, the boys and I. My mum lives at the next beach around, and it was a really windy day, and then we went out into the car park because my mum was going to drive us home, and that's when Noah found her on the ground. And we picked her up and brought her home, showed Cam, and yeah, and that's when she stayed with us for the next 2 years.
And you had to nurture her, didn't you? Feeding her every 2 hours from the beginning. I mean, a lot of focus went into that bird from the beginning.
A huge amount, and she needed so much care, and it was really hard work. But you know, over time she got stronger, and she eventually went into the garden and found her own food, and she became independent. And the best thing about Penguin was that she was always free. So as much as she was being inside the house, she also was free to fly, and she often, you know, be on the roof. I was just saying a minute ago how good it was when we used to drive up the driveway, and she'd be waiting on the roof, and she'd flap the wings like really excited, like a dog wagging its tail when we got home, and she'd then fly down and come in through the front door, and then you'd kind of have afternoon tea with us.
Oh,
It was a lot of fun.
we saw the video, it's stunning. We've been looking at some of the stunning photographs you've taken, and there's one behind you. I mean, she almost looks like she's got a human brain in that head, doesn't she? The way that
Yeah.
she's behaving in some of these images. I know that you've said about her that you gave her her freedom because she has now flown away, hasn't she? But she gave you back your freedom. Tell us what you mean by that.
Some of it.
Some of it.
Not quite enough, but yeah, no, she was amazing. She came at the perfect time.
If she hadn't have come, do you think you'd have got to where you are? Would it have taken longer?
I think it would have taken longer. Yeah, because she was like company for me. And I'd talk to her, and I would whinge to her and have a cup of tea with her. So yeah, I do think so. I mean, I was stuck at home a lot, probably for the first, 6 months, if not more. So she was just lovely to have around.
Delighted
She
to
was
talk
Sam's
to you.
best friend.
Oh, it's really great to talk to you both. Thank you very much. Thank you. We had a few
so
sound
much.
problems, unfortunately, but it's great to see you and talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's more on that on the website as well if you want to have a look, bbc.co.uk/news.